From the desolate, windswept plains of the Eurasian steppe emerged a force that would forever reshape the course of world history. His name echoes through centuries, a testament to both unmatched conquest and profound transformation. He was a legendary leader, a man born into chaos, who would forge the largest contiguous land empire the world has ever known. This is the story of Genghis Khan, a name synonymous with power, devastation, and an enduring historical impact that continues to intrigue and provoke. Prepare to journey into the heart of an empire built on horseback, where ambition knew no bounds, and the world was forever changed by the thundering hooves of the Mongol horde. Born Temüjin around 1162, his early life was anything but destined for glory. The 12th century Mongolian steppe, a harsh, unforgiving world of scattered warring tribes. At the tender age of 9, tragedy struck. His father, a minor chieftain, was poisoned by rivals, abandoned by their clan. Temüjin, his mother Holin, and siblings were cast into desperate poverty. They learned to survive on the brutal steppe, hunting small game, foraging for roots, enduring relentless hunger and cold. This crucible of hardship forged an unbreakable will, a stark incident from his youth, where he reportedly killed his older half-brother Bektor over a stolen fish, hinted at the ruthless pragmatism that would define his future. These childhood struggles instilled in him a deep understanding of loyalty, betrayal, and the unforgiving nature of survival. They were the raw materials from which a future conqueror would be molded, sharpening his instincts and preparing him for the monumental task ahead. Temüjin understood that unity was the only path to survival and dominance. Eschewing traditional tribal loyalties, he began forging key alliances based on merit and loyalty, not bloodline. His brilliance lay in his tactical genius and revolutionary approach to leadership. Unlike other Khans who favored nobility, Temüjin promoted warriors based on skill and courage, sharing spoils evenly among his men. He implemented a decimal system for military organization, breaking down old tribal structures and reorganizing disparate clans into highly disciplined units of tens, hundreds, thousands, and ultimately, the Tumen, 10,000 men. Early victories against rival tribes like the Merkits and Tatars solidified his reputation. He famously tricked Jamuka, his former blood brother and rival, at the Battle of Dalan Baljut, using deception to overstate his forces. By 1206, after decades of relentless campaigning and shrewd diplomacy, a grand council, the Kurultai, gathered. There, Temüjin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler of all the Mongol peoples, forever changing his destiny and that of the world. The newly unified Mongol Empire, driven by Genghis Khan's belief in a divine mandate to conquer the world, unleashed an unprecedented wave of conquests. Their military machine was a marvel of its time. The Mongol cavalry was their backbone, highly mobile horse archers, each warrior typically riding with multiple horses, allowing for sustained, rapid advances across vast distances. Their bows, powerful composite recurves, could deliver deadly volleys from afar. Their strategies were revolutionary. The Nurge, a traditional hunting drive, was adapted into a devastating military encirclement, trapping entire armies and civilian populations. The feigned retreat became their signature tactic, luring overconfident enemies into ambushes, where they were annihilated by concentrated arrow fire and flanking maneuvers. Against fortified cities, which initially posed a challenge, the Mongols quickly adapted. They forcibly conscripted local engineers and artisans, especially from China, to develop and deploy advanced siege tactics. Catapults, trebuchets, and even early gunpowder weapons were utilized, breaking down walls and morale. The hushar, a brutal practice of using captured civilians as human shields, or forced labor for siege works, minimized Mongol casualties and spread terror. From the Tangut Kingdom of Xixia to the Jin dynasty in China, and then westward into the mighty Khwarezmian Empire of Central Asia and Persia, Genghis Khan's armies moved with unmatched speed and ferocity. Their willingness to learn and integrate foreign technologies and expertise, combined with relentless discipline and psychological warfare, made them virtually invincible on the battlefield. Cities that resisted faced utter destruction and indiscriminate slaughter, while those that surrendered were often spared, contributing manpower and resources to the burgeoning empire. The scale of their carnage was immense, yet it was a calculated terror designed to break the will of their enemies before a single arrow was fired. This concludes the first chapter of Genghis Khan's saga, The Rise of the Conqueror, but his transformation from a warrior to an empire architect remains. Join us for part 2. Click subscribe now to continue the legend.